We back. We back. Yaggah, yes. Mr. Kiyingi, what can I say? Yaggah all day, every day. And you know we rap to these beats, because you know how we don't play. Get this money all day. Yaggah, and we don't play. Oh, yes, how we do it. Yes, how we do it. Oh, KRDP in the house. Yes. Mr. Kiyingi, Dr. Shine, what can I say? Yaggah all day. Okay, let me stop. Because we're going live right now. We're going live right now. We appreciate all the love and support. Most definitely. You guys are awesome, and I'm very, very appreciative. But let's start the show, because today's a topic. I got my poll for today. A lot of people have been really, hitting me up. So I appreciate all the love and support. Most definitely, we are going to focus on some topics today, and definitely just make sure that we bring on the news. KRDP, the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yes, indeed. DJ Benz, big up, man. Big up. Yes, big up. Yes, indeed. Let me make sure I shout to some of y'all good, sweet, beautiful people out there. All you sexy people out there, man. You know what I'm saying? If you sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you sexy and you know it, say Yaggah.
Yaggah.
You know what I'm saying? If you sexy and you know it, gotta say Yaggah. You know what I'm saying? Because Yaggah, we gotta stay sexy all day. We are for you, we are for the people, but we gotta stay, you know what I'm saying, splendid, you know what I'm saying, like the word. You know what I mean? So no war, just peace, love, and happiness. Unity! Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Unity and love. That's how we do. Y'all. And appreciate everybody out there for joining us today. I know some of y'all hit me up with my comments about, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all were laughing about African men. You know, I told y'all already that African men don't cheat. Okay, I'm gonna be live and clear right now. Some of y'all are dissing us. You know what I'm saying? African men, aka black men, don't cheat. I'm about to say that live right now, okay? Because y'all breaking my heart with this comments right now. And I'm about to play this for y'all, you sisters out there.
With childbearing hips and
yeah,
kinky hand of voluptuous.
Shout out.
See, your skin color comes in 16 shades. So that's 16 ways to identify and familiarize herself with her own kind. And the blown mind should be the results of feasting your eyes
Yaggah.
In the way that she glides.
Yaggah.
See, inside lies her strength. So to identify her diminish the essence and beauty upon
all
which
right,
she exists.
So
see, in her heart,
when
the thought unfurls, and those
big shout out to all those businesses who are
called girls, but not called girls,
supporting us.
To evolve girls into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance to rise above others. See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her, you'll think of Sojourner Truth or Macari Hatshepsut or Angela Davis who stood for something, or Henry Tubman who freed slaves and helped them, or Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, the ISIS papers, the life of a nation saturated in calamity.
Yes, indeed. So we already, man. And look, man, we're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Go and support, show the movement, show support, show some love. Let everybody know out there that we are live and direct. We appreciate all the love out there, most definitely. Thank y'all for just joining me. Thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for inspiring us. Community radio all day, every day. That's how we do it, man. Yaggah all day, man. You are genuine, gifted, and humble, man. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we stay. We stay true to you. We stay true to everybody. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Big shout out to all my sexy queens. I keep on telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? African men, aka black men, don't cheat, okay? For those out there who laughed at me on my social media yesterday when I wrote that up, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all, but you guys are breaking my heart.
Have a discussion about that.
We can have a discussion about that.
Music,
you know what I'm saying?
In on Instagram.
Shout out, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Welcome, y'all, welcome. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Make sure I get all my Instagram fans right there. Yes, indeed. Instagram. Can you heard?
Hey, yo, peace and blessings and peace. It's the boy Jamel Reese, and
Yes.
you tuned into the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yeah.
Yaggah.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everybody out there, man. But again, look, man, I'm going to let y'all know, okay? Ladies, sisters, you know what I'm saying? I do care for y'all, but y'all need to stop breaking my heart, man. Stop breaking mi corazón. You know what I'm saying? I got to say that in Spanish because, you know what I'm saying? I got some folks laughing at me, some ladies, even at my occupational setting, they have to laugh at me, like telling me that African men, you know, are not trustworthy. Like, no,
anytime you're making a statement about a whole type of people, you're gonna have issues.
You know,
right? So you're saying that they don't cheat at all. They're saying they're not trustworthy. I'm pretty sure the truth is probably somewhere in the middle.
You know, the truth is, look, shout out to all the good men out there. Shout out to all the good men out there, you know what I'm saying? Any unselfish man, you know what I'm saying, like the Barack Obama's looking, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta say this, look, man, okay? No, we're all human beings at some point, okay? We're all human beings, okay? Every human being has some flaws, all right? Some people are selfish, you know what I'm saying? Others are greedy. Some people are, you know what I'm saying, don't like others. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Because that's what we are going to explore. We are going to talk about wokeism, you know what I'm saying? Because that phenomenon that's been going on everywhere, from social to political settings and everything like this. I'm so confused because I just thought that wokeism was something else. But we got Dr. Sean to kind of, bring the facts into the show and let us know why wokeism is so infectious right now in days in 2023. But like I said again, African men don't cheat. Stop saying that African men cheat, man. Like, look, man, y'all breaking my heart saying this, man. Look, man.
So
look.
Would you rather them say that they've had experiences where they weren't faithful?
With the wrong man, with the wrong dude, okay? You know, look, everybody got experience with somebody that's bad, that's wrong, that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's not good. But come on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the African kings out there, to all the black kings out there who are making sure the foundation is protected indeed. You know what I'm saying? Get that money. I'm talking about get that money. Anyway, all I'm saying is this, man. All I'm saying is this. You know what I'm saying? Look.
I see why they were laughing.
You know what I'm saying? Look.
Funny to make a statement.
Because y'all cannot say no. Like I refuse to let y'all say that most of us don't care. Well, we do care. We do care.
There's a difference between someone cheating and not caring, isn't it?
Man,
that's the same thing?
And not only that, we are going to talk about this topic, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I put it up on the contents. Y'all can read it. You know what I'm saying? Would you feel? Is it okay, or would you feel comfortable? You know what I'm saying? To see your ex dating or marrying? You know what I'm saying? Your brother or your best friend? Y'all hit at me. Say something. Yaggah. You are genuine, gifted, and humble, y'all. Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Yes. Oh, Mr. Kiyingi. Yaggah. Let that sound, baby.
Look, well, let's not stand on ceremony, mate. Let's start the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. We are back again. Yaggah. Oh, thank you very much. Yaggah. Welcome back. Thank you for the applause. Mr. Kiyingi back again. Dr. Shine, welcome back to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yes, indeed. We appreciate everybody out there who joined our poll for the question of the day, which we are going to elaborate on that. But we appreciate everybody out there who are supporting the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And we are welcoming you back once again to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. If you have anything to say, we are live right now on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, but mostly on 90.7 FM or you can go to www.listen2krdp.com. And we're going to play some more music. And we're going to talk about some segment of the day because, I got some things that I got put out right now because it's the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Mr. Kiyingi got some fire in his heart. Mi corazón. No break up, mi corazón. Let's play some music. Yaggah, Yaggah, Yaggah. Yeah. Yeah. Big shout out to all my Ghana girls out there. Yeah, all my Ghana girls out there. Big shout out to y'all. Yes, indeed. Yaggah, Yaggah. Oh, yeah. Somebody said something right now. I got to make sure. Please join me on YouTube, Facebook. It's been 6 weeks ago. Yes, indeed. Peace and blessing. You know what I do? I say, Wakanda forever, y'all. Wakanda forever, y'all. You say peace and blessings. I say Wakanda forever. Come home to me. Come home. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom said, I am waiting you. I'm sorry, but my mom said to tell y'all, I am waiting you. Yaggah, indeed. I gotta see, because you know what I'm saying. That's Ghana English. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to all my Ghana people out there, to all my Ghana girls, all my Ghana brothers out there. You know what I'm saying. All my Ghana ladies out there. Shout out to all of y'all. Yaggah, all day, every day. Keep prosperity together, y'all. And most of all, we got some things going on too. And before I even join in, I want to I have some shout out to give out, man. Big shout out to the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge. Most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Great surprise. They always blessing us. You know what I'm saying? Always welcoming us. You know what I'm saying? And for those out there who don't know where the Ceremony Cigar is at, it's right in the heart of Glendale. You know what I'm saying? 7150 North 57th Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Glendale, Arizona. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they got some things going on out there. So big shout out to everybody out there who will join us. You know what I'm saying? Networking, because networking is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? We're all out there, network. And next Saturday, we have we have a show going on next Saturday too, which we are going to celebrate.
Birthday party.
The birthday party, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the cancer out there. It's cancer season still. You know what I'm saying? Still cancer. By next month, it's gonna be the
my sister.
You know what I'm saying?
Her birthday today.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Rose,
yes, indeed. Yes,
big.
indeed.
I hope you rest well. So proud of you.
Yes,
proud of you.
Yes,
and your fashion and all that you do.
Yes.
I have to give you that big happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to all the cancer people out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and have your birthday. Woo! Birthday. Woo! You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that because the kids are listening right now. The kids are watching, so I cannot say the other word. You know what I'm saying? But I got something that I would like for all of y'all to let me know what's up. Because like I said again, you know what I'm saying? I believe I have a talk with Dr. Shannon about this, about if it's okay. I even asked a lot of people, which I have to go to my poll and I have to share the result of my poll of what people have said, which is very, very fascinating. And I appreciate everyone out there who have joined our polls. I appreciate everyone out there. Actually, we have a new votes that came for yes. Every vote remains anonymous. Just to let you know, every vote remains anonymous. I am not going to Tekashi 69s on my voters out there. You know what I'm saying? We do not Tekashi 69s over here, but we appreciate everyone out there who have voted for the question of the day. Because
what was the question again? Read the question.
The question of the day was, would you be okay or feel comfortable if your ex is dating or married, to your best friend or your family member? You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, would y'all feel comfortable with that? Would I be okay with that? And I will share my results in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? After all the music, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure that when we jump on it, I'll make sure I share all my results to all of y'all, so y'all know pretty much what are the answers? And I'm pretty sure that there was some answers that pretty much fascinates me on that. And you know what I'm saying? Every answer is always welcome. And I do appreciate everyone out there with their input. You know what I'm saying? With their you know what I'm saying, with their pretty much the educational you know what I'm saying, opinion. And everything is welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't judge.
Looking forward to
You know what I'm saying? We don't judge, you know, we don't look at the other way. You know what I'm saying? We make sure that everything that we, you know, we bring to y'all is straight up, you know, to the core. It's, you know, community radio. It's nothing provocative. It's all for the, you know, for the social norm of where we at. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure we educate ourselves. So, like I said again, you can write something down. You know what I'm saying? Would you feel comfortable, okay, or be okay if your ex is dating or is married to your best friend or you're one of your family members? Would you be okay? I have an answer for that. Oh yeah, I have an answer for that. But some of y'all think that it is okay. I have an answer for. I've been shout to everybody out there who voted. First of all, I know someone's gonna laugh at me. And again, I'm about to say it again. African men don't cheat. African men don't cheat. Okay, for those out there who are hearing me right now, African men do not cheat right now. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all breaking my heart saying this, man. Black men don't cheat. African men don't cheat. Show me proof. I want to see the news. Where's the news that says that? Show me the news, breaking news, just in like CNN or Fox News or MSN, breaking news. Show me in the news on some some New York time and stuff like this. Where do you have you witnessed an African man or a black man cheating?
Hashtag Zion Williams.
Hashtag that brother. Okay. Okay. That brother. Look. Okay. You know. Okay. I have to say this. Okay. You know, for those out there who think that this is not. Look, shout out to Zion Williams. Okay. Big shout out to you, brother, man. Big shout out to you. First of all, okay, kids, if you listen to me, okay, stay in school. First of all, read a book. Okay, kids, read a book. All right, just read a book, and you'll be all right. All right, and that's what I can say, children. Okay, just read a book, and you will not be trapped like Zion Williams. Okay, what is just there was awful. I'm not sure what happened. I think a lot of time, I think when you get high on on money and fame, what I'm saying, a lot of time, what I'm saying, look, it happens to a lot of us.
Do you retract your previous statement?
But like I said again, look, when look, first of all, what I'm saying, look, big shout out to Barack Hussein Obama, big shout out to Barack Obama, okay, what I'm saying, big shout out to all the good men out there, what I'm saying, any dude out there who's been with their woman for 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, man, big shout out to you. You know what I'm talking about, man. We don't cheat, man. We don't cheat. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? There's all this little news going on about all this man cheat, black men cheat. African got 4 or 5 wives. Who said that? Who said that to y'all? Who told y'all these propagandas? It's blasphemous for y'all to tell me, and I'm one of them. I have to cry because I was reading my social media. Like women were laughing at me because I said that. Like, why would you laugh at me? Like, why? It's not right. Like I have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? I got feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like that song. You need a man with sensitivity. A man like me. Look, man. Look, when y'all say this, that breaks my heart because we don't do that. I know I don't do that.
Maybe you should.
You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, and I will speak for every man out there, represent all the fellas, the brotherhood, the Wakanda forever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to say something right now. Say it coming right now. I will make sure that I will back you up, man. I will back you up because we don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? We don't cheat. Yaggah. That's what I gotta say. Dr. Shay's laughing at me right now. This is hurtful, but we are going to talk about wokeism because I know that we got some news about wokeism, and somehow it seems that wokeism has been a little bit of attention to a lot of folks out there. So we are going to pretty much focus on what wokeism is and why people are so concerned about wokeism. And if you have anything to say, just put it down. If you have anything to write down, write it down. We are live right now on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, but most of our 90.7 KRDP-FM. Shout out to Desert Soul Media. Shout out to Safari Entertainment. Shout out to Detroit Tour. Shout out to everybody out there who are joining us today, man. Shout out to all you out there, adventurous folks out there who are making moves, prosperous moves. Keep on doing it. Keep on blessing yourself up. You are genuine, gifted, and humble, y'all. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yaggah, yaggah. Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Let's get it on, baby. Yeah. And now. All right. There's no fake news up in here. There is no fake news up in here because, we got some things that we want to talk about. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah all day. Most definitely, man. Big shout out to all the artists that we just featured via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. We got, you already know, Emmanuel de Togolese featuring Master Just at 18. That was the first song that we just played earlier. And also, we got some Master Kennedy, Ghana Girl, most definitely. And also we got some Captain Black, Real Love. And big shout out to my brother, Jamel Reese, Hustle and Get It. For those out there who need to hustle and get it, and hustle and get it. And just to give you a heads up, our country, African nation of the day, will feature Botswana. Big shout out to all my Botswanians, brothers and sisters living in America, across the world, all over the globe. Most definitely big shout out to all y'all because we are going to feature y'all today. Before we jump on our segment of the day, I would like to give a mic to Dr. Shine to kind of help us pay some bills out here. Yaggah, 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 Dr. Shine.
One way listeners like you can support KRDP is by becoming one of our sustaining donors. Your financial gift supports the diverse programming you hear on KRDP. It also provides opportunities for youth, interns, and members of the Valley community to learn radio, broadcasting, and for coverage of local arts, culture, and politics. And don't forget, your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information or to sign up to become a KRDP sustaining donor, call 602-254-6636 or visit our website, KRDP.com, and click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of KRDP.
Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. And most definitely, man, we got some events coming up soon. So we are going to share those events. So y'all stay tuned via our live broadcast. We got some special events in Phoenix, Arizona, across the board. So if you have any events that you would like to share, you can actually post up your events or anything that you like to promote, through us via KRDP. You can link us or call us at 602-633-2662 and just let us know what you got in the hood. Let us know what you got in your neighborhood, because I can tell you next Saturday there's a birthday party. There's a big event birthday party. Big shout out to the boss lady DD, man, most definitely, man, because we are going to be at the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge next Saturday. But this will be the Sun City Smoke Out Weekend.
Oh, wow.
So it is a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday event. So for those out there who are looking for, I know it's hot. I know the weather is hot like me. You know what I'm saying? I know I stay hot like the weather. You know what I'm saying? Not 120 degree like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But the Sun City Smoke Out Weekend is going to be held next week. So the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And I believe the 22nd will be at Ceremony Cigar. If you want any information, we are going to share that with you in a few minutes, most definitely. So stay tuned to all your, and also we got some more events coming up, most definitely, man. So you already know how we do. So definitely big shout out to the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge for this great event. And also for anything that's going on out there, most definitely. So Dr. Sean, we all here. We hear all the commotions. We hear all the things that people talk about. And we have some debates about wokeism. As a foreigner, I should say, because I was gonna say as an alien, you know what I'm saying? Because that's they put on paper, you know what I'm saying, since they want to alien, but as a foreigner, I was always wondering about wokeism, because the way I grew up, what I learned about wokeism back in my days, I felt that wokeism, was a form of awakening, of the mind of those who have been lost and the wilderness of the oppressor. I just thought that those out there, when I was following them, when I was following the teaching of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Mandela, you know what I'm saying, Thomas Sankara, I just thought that, all those teaching, will kind of bring me to a different light, to a different mindset, to where whatever I'm witnessing needs to change. I just thought wokeism, back in the 60s, 70s, the late 80s, though pretty much the decade of the 90s until the 20s, I just thought that wokeism was a way to be awakened from while we live. But it seems that Dr. and you can probably let me know about that. That what wokeism seems to be a poison to certain people out there. It seems to be like a danger, like a dangerous word. Like from the military to the to the political world to even social gathering, where people are actually talking about wokeism. And the fascinating thing about hearing this wokeism word is the fact that no one knows what wokeism is. They cannot explain it, but they can complain about it.
There's several definitions out there right now.
Yeah, several definitions, and I mean, Dr. Sean, I mean, I'm not sure, because I have some strong opinion about those out there, those anti-wokeism. There's folks out there who pretty much are saying that wokeism, will give them the opportunity to now banning books, oppress a group of people, or not allowing folks to vote, because that's what wokeism is. Because ever since the 2020, that's what all that wokeism happened. They're kind of training that up from the Black Lives Matter and start training that wokeism as a dangerous method, as a dangerous ideology.
Right. So now there's a whole anti-woke movement. And of course, we're back in Florida with DeSantis with his Stop Woke Act.
That's Santino.
And there's a lot. I mean, there's so many different working definitions, but we have to understand that the term woke, or stay awake, or any of that, it's rooted in Pan-Africanism.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcus Garvey even used the term in 1938. So it's something that has been rooted in the melanated community for a long time.
Yep.
So when we're looking at it, and I'm going to quote Zach Goldberg, who works at the Manhattan Institute, he says woke is the belief that the outcome disparities between groups,
mm-hmm.
be the races, sexes, or genders, whatever that disparity is,
mm-hmm.
are largely, if not entirely, the product of oppressive social forces and structures.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you have is the anti-woke movement, which is basically saying that there is no oppression.
Oh, really?
There is no oppression, and therefore there's no need
really?
to teach certain things that create the illusion of oppression. So their call against not only certain books, because you did mention the book banning, but in Florida, they've actually rejected AP African American history courses throughout the high schools. And then they've had college presidents vow that they won't teach race-related content. So you mentioned Martin Luther King earlier.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's actually someone that would not be taught about
mm-hmm.
in Florida in a public school for fear that you might lose your job.
But what is the fear that people feel that if they hear a message from Martin Luther King, or a message from Marcus Garvey, a message from a righteous mind that has left some type of history, amongst us, for us to be able to take and have a, and be able to utilize them, so we can be able to do great things and be prosperous, and also, teach other generation to be able to be great and prosperous as well. What is, to me, I feel that all of these is just, I just feel like, okay, from Florida to anybody, and a big shout out to all my Floridians out there. No knock on y'all, but I just feel that there is some type of a loop back, how certain people want us to go back in the days, like they call it the good old boys or the good old boy days and stuff like that. Like America is changing, the world is changing. First of all, we have, and prior to this, to this show, I have spoken about how, what I'm saying, from the United States to the rest of the world, women are pretty much taking over a different set of position of power in the world right now. People don't realize that. I mean, folks want to focus on a different group of folks or some type of minority group, but the world is changing. I mean, we have children. We were talking about the France riot, where we have minors, teenagers who are rioting. In America, we have kids who are actually, I can say, these kids right now are actually smarter than us. And I'm not even going to mention the TikTok, you don't stop, what I'm saying, all that Snapchat, all that stuff. But children evolve every decade. Our children are evolving every decade. Now, for those out there to bring a book to teach a kid about not just the past, but also the lesson of the past to move forward to a future that's not going to lead to another chaotic moment like other countries are doing right now. Like I'm not going to mention no countries out there, because some countries have wars and now they have to pay the consequences of those wars. I mean, who wants to go back to an oppression mindset where you're getting your rights taken? You cannot read any. Your education is being oppressed. Like who wants to go back to all that mindset?
Well, if we think about what's really going on, historically, history is repeating itself.
Right.
The education of the African American perspective, or of African leadership, or even just being able to read at one point, was always threatened for a certain community. So as we look at this group of individuals who are coming against wokeism,
the anti-wokeism crew,
what we're looking and I'm gonna quote DeSantis himself.
Oh my God!
He said, "What you see now with the rise of this woke ideology is an attempt to really delegitimize our history and to delegitimize our institutions." So he feels that the teaching of history from the woke perspective tears down what he's calling our history.
That's American history, though. That is American history.
And we find that teaching history from everyone's perspective is an issue.
That's
because they're specifically going against African American history.
I'm not going to say immigrant history, but African American history. I mean,
specifically.
I mean, like I said, this man went to Harvard, right? I believe he went to Harvard, some rich school that pretty much allow. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, he's running for president. I hope good luck to him. But for the simple fact that he's going to make a statement like this, and pretty much think that people are going to be okay with it. What I'm saying? They're going to be all right with that statement by by saying that, oh well, what I'm saying, we need to like pretty much change the fact that what I'm saying, those type of teaching will be divisive, will lead to some type of tribal war in America. It's propaganda. It's propaganda to the core. It is. I mean, it is just whistleblower. What I'm saying, to those out there, what I'm saying, who knows what's really going on. It has not. I mean, I know when I was in school, I have to learn about American history back in the Ivory Coast. What I'm saying, stuff like this. Now, I did not learn the depth of the history, but I have to learn the layers about who found America, or such and such and such, and all that stuff, until I realized, okay, so this is how America was founded. This is what folks have to go to build this country. I mean, and children who are growing up, who are going from, not, I mean, they want to target middle school. That's great, but targeting high school, I mean, already they don't even teach the laws in high school. They don't teach social laws or basic, curriculum, so kids can be able to learn, be able to adapt to, a social life when they get out of school, so they can get a job, do some type of activity, so they can get away from all those, street stuff that's going on, that, lure them to get in trouble. But no, but let's just ban books. Let's just, complain about wokeism. Let's talk about how wokeism is a danger to all. Because last time I checked, it is not a danger to me, but it is a danger to most out there, because if I hear wokeism, it's going to make me hating another race or another tribe or another group. And to me, it's laughable. I mean, to the point that even yesterday, when you have a certain group of a politician who are actually trying to, block some type of funds toward the military, toward the Pentagon, which is like, okay, so I mean, wokeism is, we thought wokeism was into to the educational area, but now you guys are actually targeting the military with that. By saying that we want our way, we want to make sure that the military has a certain type of people to join in, knowing that nobody wants to join the military, knowing that nobody wants to join any type of forces, because there's no aftermath, a good grace from that. I mean, there's a lot of veterans out on the streets that needs to be taken care of. There's a lot of that, a lot of military folks that come out of the military and still need some assistance. So those are the things that maybe wokeism is affecting, and nobody wants to jump on it. It has nothing to do with the race. It has nothing to do with womenism or anything like that. But for folks out there to pretty much focus on, that anti-wokeism as a big, no, it's a danger to all of us. It's laughable, Dr. Shaw. It's very laughable.
Well, we have to look at what is being presented and
Right.
what is being opposed. And so what the anti-woke individuals are presenting is that education and work environments should not have any type of affirmative action, that everything should be based on your abilities and your knowledge, and that you shouldn't, the thought that you're not getting something because of your race or because of your gender or because of your sexuality is totally off base.
Yes.
So they're trying to present a society where there is no discrimination or bias, and saying that that's what we exist in, and that's why wokeism isn't necessary. But unfortunately, on the other side of that coin, you have individuals who are seeing the whole curriculum for their culture taken out of a state. I'm wondering what Florida's going to do on Black History Month.
oh my gosh. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what I was going to teach. I was going to teach certain things to where, or they're going to be like, okay, let's just teach Harriet Tubman, where she just, free certain people, but let's not talk about how she got to, certain things. Whatever happened to common sense, whatever happened to real historical, content, so we can teach, the future not to repeat the past. Whatever happened to, we all talking about unity. We all talking about how we want to come together, but it seems that, there are some people who are still, fixated by the division, of this country. Wokeism is just like, to me, it's like, okay, so if you're anti-wokeism, what is the solution about what you're saying?
Their solution is to get rid of all diversity and equality laws, and to move forward in a state where people are looked at according to their merits.
Their merits.
Right. And according to their knowledge, and race isn't considered. But the issue with that is, just like we've seen with the places that have banned affirmative action in higher education, as soon as you start doing that, the numbers of individuals from minority groups decrease, namely African Americans and Latinas. So if that is the case, and it's statistically proven, then what is really being said? And so there are other people who've weighed in on the talk of what it really means to be woke.
Yep.
And, one of them basically feels that it's a way for them to blow the whistle. Like, instead of saying, let's not care about a certain type of people, they're saying, let's come against woke.
Yes.
Well, who historically is woke? What culture, is that referring to? Is that something that is generally used by everyone? Well, typically it was only used in the conversation of regarding African Americans or Black individuals.
Right.
So targeting woke ends up being an indirect targeting African Americans and Black individuals, which is why you're seeing AP African history, African American history being banned out of high school in Florida. That
is ridiculous. And I hope whoever votes in Florida or anywhere else, needs to make some changes. I mean, that needs to be just a wake-up call for all of us out there who are voting, who care about this great nation. We are going to take a quick break. We're going to play some more music and focus on other segment of the day. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And I'm going to say this again. African men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. Yaggah, Yaggah, Yaggah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I said it. Y'all can just say what you got to say.
Thank you for watching us on Instagram.
All right, big shout out to One Single Rose. Yaggah, Yaggah.
Let me tell you something about my city. I'm from 313. Born and raised on the east side of the 313. It's pretty and ugly at the same time.
Plants, approximately 70% of the territory being the Kalahari Desert. Botswana is bounded by Namibia to the western of the Kapiti Strait, Zambia and Zimbabwe to the northeast, and South Africa to the southeast and south. The Zambezi River border with Zambia is only several hundred yards. The dominant ethnic identity in Botswana is Tswana, comprising some 2/3 of the population in the 21st century. Gaborone, formerly the hometown, is the capital city of Botswana with the population of over 200 citizens. The current population of Botswana in 2023 is over 2 million citizens, a 1.74% increase from 2022. The language spoken in Botswana are English and Setswana. Botswana has a free market economy with a strong tradition of central government planning to provide infrastructure for private investment. World Economics estimates Botswana's GDP to be $58 billion, 41% larger than official estimates. The official currency of Botswana is the Botswana Pula. The Pula is rated as one of the strongest currencies in Africa. From 1966 to 1999, Botswana had the highest growth rate in the world. The estimated growth rate during that time period was 9%. The Independence Day of Botswana, commonly called Boifoso, is a national holiday observed in Botswana on September 30th of each year. The day celebrated Botswana's declaration of independence from the United Kingdom on September 30th, 1966. Under the 1966 Constitution, Botswana is a multi-party republic. The president, who serves as the head of the state and government, is and directly elected to a 5-year term and limited to 10 years in office. Mokgweetsi Masisi becomes the fifth and current president of Botswana since April of 2018. Botswana is well known for having some of the best wildness and wildlife areas on the African continent. 28% of its total area are devoted to national park reserves and wildlife management areas. And this is your African country of the day. Yaggah, 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 Yaggah. You are now tuning in to the Yaggah Radiocast every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Arizona time, live and direct at radiophoenix.org. Yaggah, let's get it on.
Hey, this is Sarah live on Yaggah.
All right.
Check out my new single, My Shepherd, out available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Stay positive, stay strong, never give up, believe in yourself. You can do it. Yaggah.
Yaggah, we're gonna bring faith into the Yaggah movement Radiocast. You know what? Yesterday I was at work and I was burning some sage, and they were laughing at me.
They've been laughing at you a lot this
You know what I'm
week.
saying? So you know what I'm saying. Look, for those out there who are laughing at me when I burn sage, that means you are being possessed right now.
Oh,
You are being
wow.
possessed right now. Yes, that means I'm chasing all of y'all away right now. You know what I'm saying? All y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, look. All I'm saying is, look, I was burning sage. They were like, "What is this? What is this, Mr. Clean B? Is this the devil's right now? It is just to chase all the bad spirits away." You know what I'm saying? So we can breathe better. We can sense everything better. We can have everything all right on, right on. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is, man. That's all it is. But we are going to talk about white stripes. Black women, white stripes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Those actors, the white stripes. Do we have any information about them?
We can get some information.
Yeah, we can get some. I know there was a writer strikes. And again, just to reconfirm what I said earlier to the show again, yes, African men do not cheat. I am going to keep on bringing the spirit of that to let you know that we are not, you know what I'm saying? And I got to say all, because, this is pretty much blasphemy that I'm hearing that African men cheat. Come on, y'all need to stop with that. You know what I'm saying? It is not. Didn't y'all watch Black Panther? There were a bunch of women. There were more women than men, right? How can a man cheat? You know what I'm saying? If you watch Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, there were a bunch of women than men. There were maybe like 4 or 5 dudes, and there's like 45 chicks in the whole movie.
So
Like,
how does that help your point? That actually
my
seems
point
to
is,
go against your point.
my point is,
Your
if
point is,
okay, look, check it out, okay. If y'all, if we are outnumbered, how can you be a cheater, or how can you Like, how can you cheat? Like, it doesn't make sense.
You're saying if there's more women than men, how can men cheat?
Yeah, I mean,
Think about what
usually
you're saying.
it's more men that will go and do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the fellas out there, all the faithful dudes out there. Stay faithful, stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Keep your relationship strong. Keep your relationship strong. All I'm saying is this, man. Black men don't cheat. African men don't cheat. And y'all need to stop that propaganda. Y'all breaking my heart. I was crying
How
yesterday.
about saying not everyone?
I was crying yesterday.
If they say not everyone,
you know, my heart was sobbing. Like, I was like, how can they still think that we are, you know, still in that, you know what I'm saying? This is not 1950, 60. This ain't the 1800s, okay? Okay, this is not the Zulu tribe going on over here. Y'all need to stop with that.
So what year do you think they stopped cheating? I mean, since
when Michelle Obama took over, man. Shout out to Michelle Obama. Shout out to Michelle Obama. Shout out to Michelle Obama, y'all. Y'all know she is the best. She is the most seductive lady. You know what I'm saying? So African men don't cheat. That's what I gotta say. Stop playing hate. Stop playing hate.
We gotta pray.
That's what I gotta say right now. Yes, Yaggah, we are back again. We are back again, man. Big shout out to One Single Rose, all the way from the D City, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give a big shout out to the 313. If I said the area code right, you know what I'm saying? Detroit, Michigan, big shout out to all of y'all. One Single Rose, yes indeed, you know what I'm saying? And we feature Botswana, which is our country of African country of the day, and we are going to keep on featuring more African nation of the day or more diaspora nation of the day, so y'all can be educated as myself as well. And also a big shout out to my sister Sarah Nwinki, most definitely my shepherd, always blessing us with the Lord via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Now, before we jump on our quick segment, I would like to let Dr. Shine help us pay the bill. Yaggah.
This announcement on KRDP is brought to you by the Public Information Committee of Alcoholics Anonymous, providing a 12-step program to those recovering from alcoholism. More information at 480-834-9033 or aamesaaz.org.
Yaggah. Oh man, I hope y'all stay tuned for the second hour because yes indeed, we have to jump on that segment I was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Would you feel comfortable, or is it okay, you know what I'm saying, to see your ex dating or marrying, you know what I'm saying, your best friend, or, you know, or your brother or your sister, man? Is that okay with you? You know what I'm saying? You can call 602-633-2662, or you can drop a comment on our live stream right now as we live and put your opinions. And I will definitely give y'all some opinions from our poll that we just pull up from Facebook. So big shout out to Facebook for allowing us to have a poll for that segment. And we're all going to continue having more poll to let you know about what is the segment, so we all can have you guys get engaged via the show. And also, you know, share some educational content as well. Now, I know there was some strike in Hollywood, Dr. Shine. You know, say I am not an actor, but first he was the writer. But I just heard some update that you know, now the actors are now joining the strike. And last time I checked, you know, I believe the strike was about some type of incentive increasing. And I understand now that, you know, folks do not go to the movie theaters nowadays. They don't really do anything, you know, spontaneous. You know, back in the day, I used to go to the movie theater at the mall. But now, you know, things have changed to where, you know what I'm saying, you know, people that got Netflix, you know, Roku, big shout out to Roku, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely. I mean, people got, they got, I mean, I'm on YouTube. Y'all can check me on YouTube, Safari 7 Plus TV, most definitely. But now, we are everywhere. We are just everywhere. I mean, to the point that folks do not even go on, you know, to the movie theater. But now you got even writers. I believe that you even, you know, brought that up to my attention, where even certain people now are actually, you know, promoting or, you know, doing their premiere to some of those channels now, not even going to the big guys.
Yeah,
anymore.
they're taking it directly to the media companies. It's a different world for media right now, where streaming has really stepped up, and individuals who may not have had a voice
Mhm.
have been able to be heard without having to sign contracts with major deals. So a lot of things are changing.
Wow.
But yes, the actors have joined in to the strike. And the strike is actually, it started Thursday morning, and this is according to the Explainer. And it's basically the U.S. Actors Union, SAG-AFTRA. And that's the short for the Screen Actors Guild and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, if we were part of this union, we might be on strike. Unfortunately, we're not a part of that.
Yeah, we're not part of that union.
But it does have 160,000 members. So it includes actors, TV shows, video game performers, radio presenters, models, and some YouTube influencers. And just to name drop some people that you might be familiar with, like Jamie Lee Curtis, George Clooney,
shout out,
Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence. I mean, there's a lot of individuals who are associated with this union, and including John Cusack. They are trying to get the industry to survive. So what they're trying to do is renegotiate some terms. They want, of course, more money. Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
As
mucho dinero, way. Yaggah.
So as streaming changes the game, they're looking at that. And they're also looking at some AI negotiations. Because, I mean, as AI becomes more of a forefront, they want to kind of get ahead of some of the things that might take place. So it's kind of interesting to see. But they are basically demanding more residuals on for viewership levels on streaming services. So it's not, something that is or was as big 10 years ago. But streaming now, I mean, you're almost streaming everything.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, now streaming is like so popular right now, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I say, I am an actor. I feel for these actors out there. I feel for them, most definitely. I just feel the fact that some of them, because of the game changing. I know we were just talking about the ESPN firing, how it was like publicly, and now things are being privatized. You know what I'm saying? Now, folks are now focusing on just their own gain and just, pretty much creating their own content, their own, foundation, so they can just, pretty much take advantage of what's going on. And I believe that maybe technology too can be a part of that. To me, I just feel like, now you got folks, you got people who don't even have acting, experience, but just get on it and start making all this money, and even writers, to the point that now, like, these writers, who are, I guess these, traditional writers now are starting to actually ask for more compensation, because now they want to make sure that they transition to a new environment where they can be able to get that. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to get money? I mean, it's about money at the end of the day.
It is, but I mean, they're taking it a step further and saying it's even about saving the industry. Because if they don't see adjustments, they're saying that the industry won't be able to survive as it stands now. So, I mean, if you think about it, who's really going to the movies like we used to? Box office sales used to be a huge part of that industry.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I remember going to the movies or hearing the premiere, like back in the day, like Independence Day, and then it's like everybody just goes, like the first day it's like 100 million box office. But it's like you don't even see that, because everybody on their Netflix or on some type of channel where they are just following whichever movie, and also some people out there are just promoting themselves. So you know what I'm saying?
Right, and where it comes in, if you think about it, if a movie releases on a channel where the subscribers get to that release for free, where they just pay their subscription and they automatically see it, does that mean that the actors or actresses are out of residual income because of how the production company or movie company decided to release the film? It's, so that I could see where there's some conversations that need to be had on what the actors and actresses are entitled to when it comes to these streaming services.
Yeah, but we'll be right back. Yaggah, 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 y'all. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Profit dedicated to the growth and success of Arizona's locally owned business.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Okay? Don't go nowhere. let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. We are live right now. We are live right now. You guys are so beautiful out there. You are genuine, gifted, and humble. Yaggah. I know Instagram, I know y'all cannot see me right now, but we are live right now. We got Giovanni, Kiyingi, man. Top artists. I would say top African artists out in Phoenix, Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say top, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like LeBron James on ESPs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's the the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we can say he's leading toward the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Yes, indeed. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Big shout out to all the locals out there who are making it happen. Big shout out to all the artists, our African artists who are making it happen out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Just Arizona, period. You know what I'm saying? America, period. Just coming out here and blessing us with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Y'all giving us voice. You know what I'm saying? Giovanni Kiyingi is giving us a powerful voice out here so we can have a representation out here. I'm keep on telling you about representation, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a live interview. If you have any questions, any comments, anything positive that you want to share, this is the moment, man. Let's go. Let's do this, man. And there's also, we got some tickets for y'all. So some free tickets that we're going to announce, you know what I'm saying, next Saturday. So you already know how we do, you know what I'm saying, most definitely. So, yes, you'll stay tuned, but we're going to stay tuned. Dr. Sean, we already, I'm excited. I'm excited. I know Instagram cannot see me. I don't even flip the phone. If I flip, it's going to be bad.
I think that's the best. That's the best.
That's the best.
Yeah. When you flip it, people will be watching like this.
Yeah.
When they back to the sound.
See, I wish I had an AI for this one. I wish if I have an AI, so I can be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, do this, flip it up on that side. You know what I'm saying? Or actually, can I say iRobot? Can I say iRobot for real? Not like that. Not like that. All right. Not that type. All right. I'm talking about a robot that's going to help. Okay, help with the cameras. All right. That's what I'm just saying. Yeah. Yes, indeed. We are going to continue, and we are going to feature
Mandela, yes. My tribute to Nelson Mandela.
I love it.
Thank you.
I have to get it. I was like, the first one was Afrobeat, but this one spoke to me. So I want to make sure. I want to make sure when we hear presently, I play live in direct.
And I brought my kalimba, so I'm a place.
Oh my God! Oh, Dr. Shah. Oh, you can. You can put your headset on. Okay. Yes, so you can hear. Can you hear the music on?
Okay.
Yes, indeed. That's right on. Yes. All right. Yaggah. We are back again for another hour of the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Myself, Mr. Kiyingi, Dr. Sean, and we have Giovanni Kiyingi back in the building via KRDP live and direct for the first time ever via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. I'm so excited. I'm shivering. I have like butterfly in my stomach right now. You know what I'm saying? It feels like, oh, yes. You know what I'm saying? I would say the top African artist, songwriter out here in Arizona, most definitely. Out here live and direct via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. But before we go, I want to give a big shout out to all the artists that we featured earlier. Yes, indeed. Giovanni Kiyingi, Shake O, that we just played, earlier for y'all. And we got some Lord Tonio featuring Panto Over Limon, MZ Mene, Black King, that Brother Kaja asked earlier. So big shout out to our MZ Mene, General Chefari, most definitely. We also play some Mohabiko too, who's going to be back next Saturday for a live interview. More love. Jali, Mirror, and Chrissy Ash, Losing It. Yes, indeed. Yaggah. And also, don't forget, we have the Sun City Smoke Out weekend coming up next Saturday on the 22nd at the Ceremony Cigar and Coffee Lounge. You can actually get all the information via this particular contact that I will share with y'all. Any information, any contact, you can call 443-515-7900. 91. And ask for Didi for any information about the Sun City Smoke Out Weekend. Most definitely. Yes, indeed. Now, before we jump on the live interview, I would like to ask Dr. Sean to help us, pay some of the precious bills. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah all day.
Business sponsorship on KRDP is provided by Local First Arizona, a statewide nonprofit designed to grow locally owned businesses. Ever think about where money goes when it's spent? Eating local, buying local, and banking local keeps money moving through our community, creating more jobs and improving prosperity for everyone. From shopping to banking, local spending empowers Arizona's economy. Find out more info at banklocalaz.com. #move your money.
Move your money. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. Yes, indeed. We are live. Yes, indeed. We have Brother Giovanni Kiyingi live and direct. Brother, man, how you feeling, man? I know it's hot outside. I know it's hot outside, brother. I know it's hot. Fix Arizona, huh? Hot weather, man.
The weather is I come from, East Africa.
Yes.
So Uganda, the equator, like, is crossing over. So it's almost the same,
Right.
Weather, like 360 days of summertime. But when I come here, it's just a few, few inches of the heat. But
yes.
The rest is I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the weather. I just don't like to be cooked. You know what I'm saying? Because my hairline is quite deep. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want my hairline to be all, exposed to itself. Even though I was told the sun is good for your skin. You know what I'm saying? But then when I was cooking my egg and bacon outside, I was like, oh wow, it's sizzling hot. You know what I'm saying? That's how Phoenix, Arizona, like that. Big shout out to Phoenix, Arizona, man. So, boss man, thank you for coming to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. I'm very, very humbled for you to come here. I've listened to your work, and also I know you have a show coming up, which we are going to elaborate on that. Before the end of the show, so everyone can know about this special great event that's coming up on the 22nd next Saturday.
Yes.
Which we all want y'all to stay tuned because we have a special announcement for that. So y'all stay tuned for that. He's gonna have something to share with y'all. Big news, big breaking news. Yaggah. Yes, indeed. But before all my my interviews, I always like to start because I see your background musically. I wish I was an artist because I know Dr. Sean has laughed at me because I told her I sound like a Mini Vanelli back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a lip syncing guy, you know what I'm saying, behind your music. But but you are the real creativity, you are the real, artist, you know what I'm saying? Now, who inspired you to actually get to the music game? Who inspired you to actually do music though?
Actually, it's a long story.
Yeah.
Well, we have time, maybe now. We have the time. I've been told this to so many people, and this is my first interview in Phoenix, Arizona. So
Yaggah.
I'm very, very excited.
Yaggah.
I'm on the radio in Arizona.
Yaggah.
Why not?
What? Yaggah. Bless us with that story, brother. Bless us. I'm ready.
So I was born like a weak kid. So I couldn't play with the rest of the kids in the house.
Yes.
So in this, I resorted to just listening to music.
Yes.
As others are playing around, they're jumping around because they could hurt me,
Yes.
And I was too thin. Don't see the body now.
Put on some muscle, man. You know what I'm saying?
And the rest of the siblings were like,
Yes.
So we couldn't play much. And I listened to a lot of records from the house that, we had. A lot of African music, from East Africa, from Congo, from, West Africa, then you come out to the rest of the world. And then I started finding, there are what we call similarities.
Yes.
You start listening to stuff and say, oh, I think I like this. So whenever you go to listen, that's your run to.
Yes.
And eventually I was listening to this music that I was not understanding. It was like people fusing traditional instruments with the rest of the world's music. How do they do it?
Yes.
Because growing up you can see people playing the traditional instruments, but hear them in another dimension of collaborating with modern instruments. Yeah, it was like a niche for me. So I was like, what is going on here?
Right.
So long story short, I started going to church where I started everything. Because in church, for instance, in Africa, church is still a big thing.
Right.
So many people every Sunday, every Saturday, every Friday for the Muslims. it is packed houses, you know.
Yes.
So I used to go there early before, you know, the choir comes in with the service and everything,
Right.
and try every instrument.
Wow.
Every instrument. And then
Okay.
the entire service, I was not paying attention to what is going on with the priest or with the pastor. I was watching what the choir was doing, and going home, walking home, I was just, you know, body percussions, you know.
Yeah.
This is what's going on. So this kept me like being interested in like going to church like so many times.
Yeah.
Like every Sunday I used to go there earlier so that I try every instrument before the choir comes in.
Yeah.
So that's how, you know, the vibe grew up. Now I play like 9 traditional instruments, and when I play, people are like, how did you learn all this? That's the journey. Now they know, you know, just trying everything out. And then eventually I met someone who introduced me to the basics of traditional music in Africa.
Yes.
Most African music is in 4 notes, pentatonic notes.
Yes.
And once you master that, the rest is history.
Interesting.
Then you're just fighting with the rhythms.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
That you can't fight.
Yes.
You have to study a lot of rhythms, and that's the journey of how music, you know, started, you know, how I get, you know, inspired. And eventually when I, you know, growing up, I started seeing musicians that are doing what I'm doing, not from my country, and I was like, wow, I think I like this. So I've watched Yusundus, I've watched Richard Bonner, who is here now from Cameroon, but is in New York City, great bassist. He has played with all the finest, you know, in America.
Yes.
You know, once you work with Quincy Jones,
Yes.
that's it for
That's
you.
it. That's it. Yeah.
And he has done this. He has done this with the John Legends. He has done this for, you know, El Barafontes. And it's like, wow, this is where I want to go. Then there are ladies that are doing really some good, you know, work. There's Fatuma Diawali, who was at the meme like a month ago. And I was like, wow. Then there's Sono Jobate, beautiful. Shalik Koite, beautiful. So these guys keep me going. But also I want to expose a lot of East African music, because East Africa is not known in terms of music as small as West Africa.
West Africa. Yes.
The time I've been here, I've had the music you've played, and I've had most of the music is coming from West Africa.
Yes.
And people have not ventured into what is going on in East Africa.
Yes.
And guess what? I'm in Phoenix now.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm going to put an East African radio station or show here.
Yaggah.
Why not? Why not?
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Okay, see, because everyone, you know, but yeah, West African music seems to be, taking over the world. But I feel that, you know, African music is just all of our music.
Yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think is one of the difference why West African, East African is not being focused? Because I know East Africans instrumental wise, it's global.
That's it.
It's global. I mean, like when we talk about traditional instruments.
Yes.
Even when I was watching one of your videos, when you were playing the instruments, and then like different instruments, and I'm like, okay, this is back home. Like you don't need the piano.
Yeah.
I mean, Dr. Sean plays the piano. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? John Legend and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Ding. You know, but it's just the simple fact that how you are just the energy, like you just the how you play.
Yeah.
And without even flinching, just like it just came naturally. Like you had the flow. But then again, when you hear music, even I'm West African, but then again, I always tell myself, well, there's good East African music.
Yes.
But then nobody, like we feature East African music out here through Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yeah.
And what do you think, to your view, to your opinion, that East African music is not being, looked up, and things that we can be able to change the view, so then East African music can also be looked at, just as what African music can be looked as a whole.
Yes.
Saying, like, what do you think is one of the things that we need to look at for East African music, for those out there who are not introduced to?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I've been trying to explain to people, everywhere I've been around the world. Like, people would say, "Oh, this is African music," but music coming from, let's say, from Equatorial Guinea or coming from Nigeria, you can't term that the entire continent.
Yes.
And that's why I'm having the hiccups with many of the the awards that we're having now. For instance, in America, where they say 1 award is representing the entire genre of, oh no, not actually the entire music. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Because you have, for instance, in jazz,
Mhm.
you have jazz music from South Africa.
Mhm.
You have jazz music from Uganda. You have jazz music from West Africa or the rest of Africa.
Yes.
So you can't just put an hour for the entire music catalog
Mhm.
into 1 hour. That's wrong. Going back to your question,
Mhm.
the entire vibe of West African music is not is more stronger and popular than the rest of the Africa's music. Is colonial.
Yes.
When you check, when I want to ship something from here to Uganda, it's more expensive for me than someone from Nigeria because they're too close.
Yes.
So when it came to bringing in the slaves into the rest of the Western world, West Africa was closed.
Mm-hmm.
So you find that 99% of the blacks that you find in the Western world,
Yes.
they're coming from West Africa.
Yes.
That's Ghana, Nigeria, all those Senegal. So that vibe there.
Yep.
That makes it more popular because when you go to a club, you'll find 99 of the people inside West Africans. So guess what? When they want to request a song, who would they? They'll ask Burna Boy or Davido, or or Wizkid,
or
that,
techno.
And when you go to the UK, I've been to the UK and done shows here. And when after playing, everyone like, oh, where do you come from? West Africa? I was like, no, I come from Uganda. Oh, where is it? I was like,
yeah,
where in Uganda? I was like, wow,
that part. Yeah.
Everyone thinks like, oh, you're coming from. I play the kora, and those are typical West African instruments. So when I play them, everyone comes like, oh, do you know this guy from West Africa? I'm like, oh, I play the instrument that I come from East Africa. so that's the vibe. That's the vibe. You find that East Africans, there are not many in terms of when you come abroad, when you come out of Africa.
Yes,
there are not many as West Africa.
Yes,
but again, the other part is that I'm proud that we are all African, and then we have something at least to showcase to the world.
Yes,
and that's what I've been striving for. What are we adding to the community? What are we pushing outside there? Because the more we play this music to the people, it's the more they start opening their ears, the more they start opening their eyes and like, where is this guy coming from? Why are you acting the way you act? Why are you doing what you're doing?
Yes. What
inspires you? As your first question was what inspires you? So this keeps us moving. But I know a day at a time, eventually we shall start getting music from Malawi, from Tanzania, from Kenya, from Congo, from South Sudan.
Yes.
There's a lot of music, Ethiopia, Eritrea. There's a lot of music there in East Africa that people have not really tapped into. And when they do, there's this history, man.
That's it right there. Well, don't feel bad because I'm an Ivorian and I'm 1% in Arizona. So don't feel bad. I'm a 1% Ivorian out here. I'm the only Ivorian in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to all my Ivorians. If you are from the Ivory Coast and you, two of your Ivory Coast out here in Phoenix, call me 602-633-2662. Most definitely. You can call me because I'm the 1% out here in Phoenix. So I'm just saying, we are going to feature some more music, man, for Giovanni. This is one of my favorite that I just had, and I have to play for the world to hear. This is Giovanni Kiyingi, Mandela, most definitely. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah, actually, as a matter of fact, I want you to introduce the word Mandela, because I'm saying this, because I cannot say, but you have to introduce everybody.
Yeah,
what I'm about to play for you. Yaggah.
You can talk about history in Africa and don't talk about Nelson Mandela. So when Nelson Mandela passed, this touched everyone in Africa and the rest of the world.
Yes.
And then as a musician and an instrumentalist, I was like, how do I celebrate this soul? How do I celebrate this grandpa, this father, this light for the nation and the light of most of kids in Africa and grown-ups in Africa? And this is what came in my mind. Nelson Mandela. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the song.
Mandela, let's do it, baby. Yaggah. Woo! Oh man, this I'm sorry. I missed my memory. I know I was back in the village back home, bro. And then my uncle, like, used to just, like, my uncle, like, because my mom used to go to church. You know, talk about church music and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, that's how we grew. I just, like, church music. You know what I'm saying?
What instrument is that?
Kalimba.
Kalimba.
But where we come from, we call it akoko. And when you go around Africa, you have different names.
Oh wow.
Some call it Lukembe, some call it Mira, Mira music from Zimbabwe.
And you're playing
Dope. I was saying, man, yo, Giovanni Kiyingi, man, come on, man, big shout out, man, the motherland talking right now. You know what I'm saying? We here to represent America. We love you too. You know what I'm saying? We love you, man. We love you so much. We out here paying taxes, making sure that, you know, we give you all the good offers too. What's the good feedback? Because, you know, I love okra and fufu all the time. See, look, I'm not the only one with the fufu movement, and we're having a fufu movement at the Yaggah movement Radiocast right there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to donate some fufu, you know what I'm saying, you can come out here or call me 602-633-2662, because I'm hungry for that fufu, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sister, I know y'all been out there. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm getting food out here in America is expensive. You know what I'm saying? Back home, it only costs me $1.25. Here it costs you $25 for white food. You know what I'm saying? Why? Now I'm still going to buy it, though, because I want it. You know what I'm saying? God bless all my peoples out there. Mandela playing live and direct. Yes, indeed. Tune in to KRDP right now. 3.7, y'all. Yes, indeed. Man. Yeah. Mandela. Yeah. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here. Instagram, okay? I'm still here, all right? I'm telling you, I'm in the building, but the are going to shift up that way, okay? I'm just saying. Yaggah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm loving this. Man, I'm just 2024, baby. 2024. Okay? 2024. That's all I gotta say. We're going home. We're going home. I'm going home. After this, I'm going home. I'm taking my plane tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my plane tickets. You know what I'm saying? Air France. You know what I'm saying? What are your tickets at? Airline tickets at? Man.
These movies and documentaries for those who are watching now they don't have it.
So the show that's going to be featuring inside. Are you going to be doing all this? Yeah, well, I know. What Dr. Shaker will take over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And we got, and she also has the African proverb of the day for the show. So, like I said, once after 4, we're gonna keep you in to give you a little freestyle. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, switch it up a little bit. But yeah, you can bless us with the guitar freestyle. Definitely. See me, I play the drum. I was one of the kids back home when it's the second game. But I kind of, I be like, go. Come on, oh.
Older than me. Maybe it's more faith oriented. And then it's not like easier for him. But it's called Aruna Yaggah. Since you're
I got your number there. I got your number now. Yeah, I got your number.
Instrumentalist too.
I'm gonna contact you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna call your manager. Okay? I'm contacting you.
Straight away.
So straight up, I'm just calling you, boss man.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm just saying. I'm gonna call you. Ooh-wee. Oh man. I'm going home after this. I know Dr. Shami is like laughing at me right now. He's Wakanda forever.
I enjoyed that.
We went home. We went back home.
I did not know what that instrument was called. So you were saying that instrument has several names.
Several names. Like when you go to when you come to Uganda, we have 2 tribes that are playing the instrument. They call it differently. Mm-hmm. So the other tribe calls it Ndongo. Mm-hmm. Where I come from, we call it Akogo. Mm-hmm. And then when you cross over to go to Congo, they'll call it Lukembe. Then you go down to Zimbabwe, they call it Imbira. Yes. And then you go. So wherever you go, you know, the tuning will change. Yes. The playing will change, but this, it will be the same instruments. These are one of the royal instruments that are played for the kings and the queens. And that's it, because it's supposed to be close, one-on-one. Yes. And using these instruments, this one and what we call adungu in Uganda, there's another instrument called adungu. These are the instruments that they use to when you wanted to advise the king. So me and you cannot go direct to the king and tell him, oh, this is not happening. Oh, this is not right. You have to sit a musician somewhere and tell him, this is not right, this is not right, this is not right. And you are the only one who goes close, one-on-one with the king. When he's eating, when he's sleeping, so these are the things we want our message to reach there. Wow. And then the musician has to look for a way of transmitting this message without annoying the king. Yes. And the king, being the wise man, will have to understand that my pegs, my subjects are not happy because of A, B, C, D. Let's have a party.
I can see why you would use a royal instrument to honor Nelson Mandela. That is absolutely fitting. So we were talking a little bit off air during the break. Yeah. And the Yaggah movement is big on community. We're big on informing. And you were telling me about some work that you did in world music. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that project. You were working with youth, you said?
Yeah. So I've been working with a lot of youth, and that's how I came in America, actually. Oh, wow. I'm at the church, which is Phoenix community, church. Right. And this is typically, blacks. Yes. And blacks were coming from originally from there. Yes. And we tend to think that the kids here are leaving more of the iPad and the TV. So they wanted to see how do we get someone who can look at in their, and then try to emulate what is going on where they're supposed to be, from, and they must know who they are before it is too late. So then I came here, work at the church, try to meet all the youths that I had, every Sunday, every Saturday. We're doing music, we're doing, acting, we're doing, basketball, we're doing, and then we try to talk about where we come from. Most I've not gone there. Most now I've gotten the oomph to go and visit home. And this kept on, and I started to broaden it. So since I'm a musician, I've been doing a lot of workshops to students who are doing world music or who are doing music from ethnic sounds. So I do this called performance lecture at Arizona State University. Every March for these students. And then they get to see the instruments one-on-one, opposing the theory that they study. And then they get to hear the way they sound for those ones who are doing sound engineering. And then for those ones who are singer-songwriters, we're going through the rhythms. How do we write in Africa? And how was music transformed from one place to another, or from one generation to another, which is by ear. So in my classes, I urge them to not read the tafa, all those musical notes, but to try to hear when I sing, what do you hear? And if you have to replicate that, what can you do with that? So that's I've done with university. Then with a meme, I've done it also with a lot of students, what they call K-12s. That those ones are interested into music, but they don't know which direction to take or where to start from. I don't mind the genre, jazz, R&B, hip hop. The only thing that we mind now in terms of creativity, what are we adding to the community and how are we impacting the community? Because as musicians, as artists, we have two powers in life: the power of breaking and the power of building. So an artist, when you choose the power of breaking, yes, you'll be famous too fast. But again, you're leading the community into a different direction. And then when you choose building, which is what people don't want to venture into now so much, but that's the way to go, a day at a time, we eventually reach there. So really, that's what I've been doing, trying to meet people interested in this sound, and then let's have fun.
And so next week, you have something fun
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an event, and you said it's going to be how many minutes?
80 minutes of experiencing Africa.
Yaggah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of music, a lot of instrumentations, and have some two surprises for you guys.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
So if we want to find more information, where can we go to find information about this event?
So for the event, everyone can go to the Musical Instrument Museum website, the meme. So for those ones who are on Instagram, you just put hashtag the meme, and then it will pop up. Go into with their website. There's a lot of artists that are going to be performing like this month, but you look for where the Giovanni, Kiyingi and friends is, and that's it. Buy for yourself a ticket and come on, we have fun.
Yes, indeed.
We have some few spaces that are still left, and that's why we want people to come in more and more and more, and we make it full, and we enjoy the music.
Indeed. I'm just saying, 22nd, y'all. Giovanni, Kiyingi, live and direct.
80 minutes of experiencing Africa.
8 minutes of experience. I'm just saying, we gotta be there.
How many instruments will you be playing that day?
Maybe something like 8 or 5 or something like that.
Wow. 8
instruments.
Yeah.
8 of them. Wow.
And then I have a big band, so it's going to be heavy music. Very heavy for those ones who want to dance. And then those ones to go in different journeys of rhythms.
Yes.
And then languages.
Yes.
This is the place to be. So my band is 6 people, and having some 2 surprises for you. So making 7, and that is huge sound for everyone to come and chew on.
I'm waiting for this moment. I'm waiting for this moment, man. Giovanni Kiyingi live and direct, man.
Yeah.
African experience.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? But for those out there who are watching us to our live stream, y'all stay tuned because I know next is We on Point, Brother Trey. But before we end up, is there any shout out that you want to give out before we play another Mandela? Because I gotta play that before. I gotta play that before. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a shout out from Uganda, from anybody out there that we know that we want to give a shout out to live and direct right now?
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who's watching now.
Yeah.
This is the place to be. And this is just the beginning. There's a lot that, all this is coming from. So there's a lot of what we have to offer to the rest of the world.
Yes.
Just keep positive. For those ones who are living in Phoenix, Arizona, keep hydrated.
Drink some water. See, he said drink water, y'all. Drink water. Yaggah, yaggah, yaggah. We stay tuned, y'all. We on Points coming up next, but we stay tuned for another more interview. Yaggah, yaggah. All right. So, commercial gonna come. So I'm gonna play this one more time again, and after that, we are going to pretty much, expect I say thank you. You guys want to add up as far as our call for action. Like this is where it's going to be the address, and then we just give a shout out. And that's it, brother. Actually, as a matter of fact, the address. Yeah, and then Brother Calvin, I'll get the address from you. Don't worry. But until then, if you would like to, after this, if you want to bless us with, I mean, I'm going with the questions. You know what I'm saying? I know Dr. Sean. But then I need to turn down. You know what I'm saying? Take over, all that. I tell you, it's over here. It's over here. It's over here right now. Right? That's where the interview is going to go live. And we got the instrument, Giovanni Kiyingi live and direct, July 22nd, y'all. An 8-minute of African experience. Can't miss it. Can't miss it, most definitely. Can't miss it. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh.
On my way.
Sure. If you can hear this, it's live over there. Is Bertrand? You somebody? Okay, I guess they're live. Okay.
And online at listen, the number 2.
All right. We are back. We are back. Okay. Make sure that they're live right now. Let's make sure that they're live over on the other side because we are continuing this interview live and direct. Another after show, the Yaggah Movement Radiocast with yes, indeed, Giovanni Kiyingi. That's going to be live next Saturday, July 22nd, most definitely. And I know you brought something special for us right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but I know Dr. Shine has some questions for the after show. You know, so this is a show that we're having. You know, so that's going to be part of the Yaggah Movement Radiocast afterwards. Most definitely, we just appreciate for you for staying here. And I know I have to kidnap you for another 10 minutes, brother. You know what I'm saying? I just said right now, but most definitely. So so you will be the only artist next Saturday.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So
yeah,
the expectation is going to be. Is there any other activity that's going to be going on besides you as well, or it's just going to be just you featuring? Is there going to be any African activity that's going to be?
Is there going to be any food?
Any? Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Talking about the food,
Mhm.
everyone is pushing me to start a festival in Phoenix, like an African festival.
Yes.
I've been to Germany and they have this festival called Woodstock,
Yeah.
which is typically African oriented. So there's a lot of food, dress, music and everything. So everyone's like, "Oh, why did you do that in Phoenix?" But this one, it's the theater, so for 22nd next Saturday, it's a theater oriented. So
Oh, got it.
people just coming to just consume the
Yes.
music, consume the art in the form that is being served.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at in terms of during the day. But then the museum is open. So for those ones who are coming to maybe a little bit earlier, they can move around and send. MIM has like instruments of the entire world,
Right.
so both traditional and modern. So there's a lot to chew on in terms of music and in terms of synergy. So yeah,
Man.
And where can people find you on social media?
everywhere.
Ooh, yaga.
That's at least we've tried to do that with my team. Like everywhere you go, you can find me. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube.
No MySpace, right? No MySpace.
What's
MySpace, yeah. Where's MySpace? You know what I'm saying? I had a MySpace back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
But-
I shut MySpace if it still exists around here.
But as a musician, I can't limit art to reach. My music has reached where I've not reached yet. So I don't know which other places we can find. But if you're a consumer of music like streaming, all the streaming platforms that you go to, Giovanni Kiyingi, everywhere you go, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Tidal, Bandcamp. So everywhere that people are streaming music, we've tried to put the music there, available for everyone to. We're in a digital, generation. So lose the music, just let it go. Why? You don't know who is. Sometimes I get like surprised. I'm like, oh, someone is in Bolivia.
Mm-hmm.
And I sing in Luganda. It's like, so I'm like, how are they consuming this? But they are consuming it, so it is really interesting.
Yes.
Coming out, just come out, Giovanni Kiyingi, and enjoy the rest of the things that I've done for some good time.
I know you've educated individuals. You talked about, the work you did with the youth.
Yeah.
Do you also produce other artists?
I haven't ventured into producing other artists, but I can't help if I've helped friends and oh, we are stuck like here.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think can elevate us from here to to another step? And then I have some people that I know when you want mastering, this is the right person. When you want recording this kind of sound, this is the right person.
Oh, wow.
If I want to record for you something, then I can add on the sound that they've done, and then the rest is history. So yeah. Then you start from, and if you want to recommend someone, this can be done right here. So
That's dope.
yeah.
That's awesome. So is most of your work original work that you've written?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist.
Okay.
So that then there's other things coming like arranging,
Right.
mastering, then recording, and things like that. Then production. So, but yeah, everything that I'm doing, I tend not to do covers. Yesterday I was playing at the Valley Bar, trying to there's a singer-songwriters round circle. And we're trying to, people are like, can you play some covers? Like, I've done 6 albums, so it will be decided for me playing, covers, and get this music that people have not had.
Yes.
So just try to let it out.
6 albums.
6
And when is
albums.
the 7th one coming out? Do
I'm
you
working
know?
on the 7th one, which
You
is
are.
African Market. That's the
Okay.
title. African Market.
African markets.
Yeah. So I'm halfway, the album, and then thinking of probably this one having a vinyl. So probably when I finish the album, maybe this year or next year, we have extra 6 months to produce, because the vinyls are produced in like 6 months.
Yes.
So probably end of next year we might have, the vinyl for this album.
I miss vinyl. I miss vinyl.
Yeah,
We put
I
it
think
in.
some,
Yeah,
vinyl
right there
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
back behind me, we got some vinyls behind us.
Yeah.
Man. Most definitely, man. I'm about to go
So-
spin up with a ticky.
So what instrument did you bring with you today?
I blocked the guitar and also the kalimba.
Okay, so
Let's see.
which?
Giovanni Kiyingi live and direct. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
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 So
Y'all.
kalimba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is live and direct, y'all. This is live and
And
direct.
this is my first time seeing
Seeing one,
one.
huh? That's my scene one was in I ain't gonna see the year. I'm not gonna see the year right. Yeah. That's the kalimba right here.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all my East Africans, man. Join us to Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah all day, most definitely, man. Yes, indeed. We see y'all over there. Blessings to all of y'all. Blessings to all of y'all, most definitely. Giovanni Kiyingi, yes, indeed. With us, live and direct via KRDP. Yes, indeed. Give us a little sample for all of y'all out there. You already know how we do. We are bringing back the motherland to y'all. Some of y'all call it Wakanda Forever. But I'm not going to sit here and Wakanda Forever. You know what I'm saying? But it's a little sample for all of y'all out there. Giovanni Kiyingi, little freestyling, instrumental freestyling going on. Yaggah.
So you're tuning it now?
Yeah.
Gotta get the vocal right. Gotta get the vocal
Yeah.
right. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Don't you just love the melody, the sound of that melody coming out, just like back home. Just like back home. So for all the kids out there who are watching, be inspired. Be inspired out there. You know what I'm saying? Be inspired by music. Music is life. Music is love. Music
So
is
with
energy.
all the instruments you were self-taught.
Yeah.
Wow.
So no musical teaching or nothing like that. Not see that's where
It's just in you.
just
But of course, as you go on, like now I've done so many like journeys around the world. So you start now learning from the streets, from other musicians.
yes.
Now we start like, oh, okay, I want this key, this is the music, and this is the rhythm. And if I'm not playing music at home, because at home we can just start to play and everyone can play.
Yes.
But when you start going out of Africa, you come to the Western world, you can't play and they play.
Mm-hmm.
So there's magic there. So I have to go into teaching.
Yes.
And this is what one of the things I want to show to the people of 22nd, because you'll see two people like me, and
Right.
the rest are not like me, and the music is home. It's been a journey of meeting people who are interested in learning,
Mm-hmm.
and then from that they want to execute it the way it would have been executed in Africa,
Yes.
and that's what puts us now on the top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Any shows that you are going to perform coming up besides the 22nd? Any upcoming shows? Because I know you mentioned how you travel. You travel to different places. But any upcoming shows that we should be notifying or we should be aware of? Most definitely.
At 12 August, I think I'll be at Crescent Ballroom.
August. Okay.
Yeah.
Crescent Ballroom.
Yeah, there's a summer content or something like that.
Okay.
Then after that, then to be. We were on the Tiny Desk this year. We represented Phoenix up to the finals. And I think after that 12th, then I'll be going on a tour, northwest.
Right.
So Oregon, Washington, Eugene, then New York City, and Massachusetts, and then come back in here.
Oh, so you're gonna come back right in time to miss the snow all over in those areas. Warm.
We need the warm weather. Giovanni Kiyingi, live and direct. African series.
Bakulabanga wakulanga bana balala osana obulumi gwe omulina amasanyu lw'obuvumu bwe tolimba ku mimwa. The land of Africa, the son of Africa, Madiba. The land of Africa, the son of Africa, Madiba. Goes to Mandela. Madiba. Mandela. Madiba. Zawenkula njagala mbenga kwe. Mobyenkula njagala mbenga kwe. Oh.
Woo! Yaggah, yeah. Giovanni Kiyingi, man. I went back home. I have to close my eyes and go back home. I was like, oh my God.
I saw you.
Oh, man, I have to close my eyes and go back home for this one right here, man.
I was like, oh,
man,
dude is running away.
Man.
He's running away. He's leaving us.
I was like, yo, I just have to like come back to America for a minute. Because I was like, in my mind, just back to the motherland right now, just seeing all my peoples right now, live and direct. Giovanni Kiyingi, man. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day. I want to make sure I help you out. This is a freestyle after show right here, man.
Yeah.
Live and direct. Most definitely. Y'all stay tuned, man. We's live. Share the broadcast. Share the video. Share the live stream.
Okay.
Make sure we get it. Yeah, good.
Sit down and my baby said, Gamboline Musakwe, Wally Jonia Moseno. All is in your summer to pray. Listen, when in your own, and all of the Sibolida. Singing out in every one, and you will sing a banda. Before I got you drop where, yeah. Singing out in every one, say, Andi usepanga. Ekole kache twaba kwe. Kwe sunga. Sinengana kese. Sensanga nasuko se tanse. Sama se kukekendo. Mubira woso kyangeze. Atinje kekeno mulungi. Kenye mulindwa. Omuto melinya chinse. Ono. Yeah. Ono mwana wandeke kwe.
Man, next week. I don't know what next week's gonna be the bomb, y'all.
Beautiful.
You know, it's gonna be beautiful next week, man. Bring your family, bring your loved ones.
Yes.
Giovanni, Kiyingi, live and direct again. Let them know where you're gonna be at next Saturday again. Yaggah.
22nd. Next Saturday, I'll be at the Main with my band. Full band, heavy music. Come on, experience Africa. 80 minutes. Woo!
See, that's
That's
it.
awesome.
That's it.
At
Awesome.
what time?
They open the gates at 7:30 sharp.
Okay.
7:30 sharp.
Sharp. No African CPT.
No. 7 sharp. I'm on stage with or without you.
Yaggah. Yes,
The
indeed.
show must go on.
Yeah.
indeed.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for hosting me.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we hope to see you again. Not
Yeah.
just today. We hope
Yeah.
to see you again.
I'm
You know
also
what I'm
looking
saying?
forward to more visits.
Yes. Oh, most definitely. Because we gotta have you because you just blessed us with a live acoustic music right now. I have to literally just travel back home for a minute. You know,
Close my eyes.
my eyes and just go home. So I was like, man, I feel like I see my uncles and my mom. And everybody's just right there, just get all them okra stew and food right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, put my hands on that. But anyway, man, that was just beautiful. That was beautiful, man.
Thank
We would love to have you back again. Before we let you go, any shout out that you want to give out to the rest of the world out there via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast? Yaggah.
The people watching now.
Yeah, watching there. Anybody
and
out
listening. I'm just continuing to invite you 22nd at the MIM. Come we hang together. Come we have fun together. Come we go on the journey to Africa together. For those ones who are interested in TV and watching here and there, Tuesday, catch me at the NPC. We're live there with my band. We're having some good vibes, but still in the line of the concert that is coming on the 22nd. Hope to see you and hope you guys are keeping it locked here.
Yaggah. We out of here, man. We thank y'all so much. See y'all next Saturday, Mr. Clean B, Dr. Shine. Always a pleasure, most definitely. Giovanni, Kiyingi. It's gonna be live and direct. Y'all make sure you get your ticket, man. Show support to the African community, to all of us out here doing, prospering. Make sure that we are striving for success. We strive for the betterment of ourselves, for our own people. So I want to say thanks for everybody out there. I'll see you next Saturday for another Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Can I get a Yaggah all together? Yaggah. Right on. We out of here, baby. Thank you, bless. Woo! Peace out. We out.